The Dallas Cowboys were one of the 3 teams I completely whiffed on in my 2016 NFL season preview series. This year, I'm hoping I'm in the ballpark. Now, America's team last year under Dak Prescott, yes, he seemed impressive in the preseason outings, but I didn't believe in the hype. I thought that after week 1, when you guys lost to the New York Giants, I was in the right. Little did I know, had I fallen for the Dak Prescott hype, I would have most likely ended up with 10 out of the 12 playoff teams. A lot of critics are talking about Carson Wentz in this new Philadelphia Eagles offense taking over Dallas's placing in the playoffs. However, do I believe in that hype? What's up guys, Slump here, and this is my 2017 season preview for the Dallas Cowboys. The offense for the Cowboys honestly stayed the same, guys. There were not many changes, and honestly the only changes were Ron Leary leaving and Doug Free retiring. So yes, that might be a concern for your depth on the offensive line, but this is my mantra. If you have 3 all-pro offensive linemen on your offensive line, the 2 other guys will step it up. So right now, man, Tyron Smith, Travis Frederick, Zach Martin, and La'el Collins, who I obviously wanted coming to the Chargers in the draft, but that didn't happen, all are going to be solid, okay? I truly think La'el Collins will win the guard spot, so just watch out for that. The offensive guard positions are still up for grabs. Now with quarterback, okay, I touched up on this a bit earlier. I said, is Carson Wentz better than Dak Prescott? Listen here, Dak Prescott has the composure very little young rookie quarterbacks come in with. This dude is not stupid. He knows how to get the job done, and a lot of people are going to label him as a system quarterback. Does it really matter if he's a system quarterback if you're winning? Now with Carson Wentz, I fell into this hype train around February. I thought Carson Wentz was better. I thought he had more upside, but as I started diving more into the analytics, this man Carson Wentz literally relies on his number 1 wide receiver a ton, okay? Now he's honestly one of the more overhyped quarterbacks to date. What baffles me is that how people are trying to claim Carson Wentz is better than Andrew Luck when he can't even be better than Dak Prescott. It is ludicrous. At first, I thought Cowboy fans were annoying. I thought Giant fans were annoying. But it turned out many Eagle fans are annoying. Now, I love Philadelphia, okay? I love the team, but listen. This Cowboys team is still better. This Cowboys team actually knows what it feels like to win, and Dak Prescott with his level-headed mentality will lead you guys to many wins this season. Now the schedule is much more difficult, but let's touch up on the running backs real quick, okay? Ezekiel Elliott, Darren McFadden, Alfred Morris, Rod Smith. Now listen, a lot of reports are coming out saying that the Dallas Cowboys are going to cut Alfred Morris. Why would you guys do that? Please let me know down in the comment section, why would you do that? Now, let's say Ezekiel Elliott is suspended for the first 2 games, 4 games, whatever it is. Let's say he gets suspended. Wouldn't you guys want 2 running backs that are capable of rushing for 1,000 yards behind this offensive line, backing him up? What would be the reason to cutting him? I'm confused, but let's talk about Ezekiel Elliott. Ezekiel Elliott, right now, his sophomore season, still going to be a top 3 running back. I don't see a sophomore slump coming in his future. Now a lot of people are going to say Zeke is going to have a bad year because of how Todd Gurley had a bad year. Zeke has a solid offensive line where Todd Gurley, really, he had nobody. There were people in the backfield before he can even count to 1. So Ezekiel Elliott should not have any slowing down this season. He is able to find the hole, hit it hard, and continue running. Ezekiel Elliott will surpass 1,400 yards this season if he stays healthy and if he avoids the suspension. Now with Dak Prescott, I'm going to talk about this because I'm going to be talking about the wide receivers right now. Listen, now the reason why Dak Prescott is more likely to win a Super Bowl than, let's say, Carson Wentz, Jameis Winston, and even Derek Carr, let's throw his name in there. The reason why he's more likely to win a Super Bowl than all those guys, he doesn't care about the awards. He knows that him being a quarterback of a Super Bowl winning team will give him all the glory in the world. He does not need to throw for 5,000 yards and 40 touchdowns to do that. He's going to be completely fine with throwing for 28 touchdowns and 6 interceptions. There is nothing wrong with it. Now the way he gets his receivers the ball honestly gets a lot of us fantasy football players just mad. But listen, it is what it is. Des Bryant with Dak Prescott will not be a top 5 wide receiver ever. Dak Prescott gets everybody involved. Dak Prescott and the Cowboys throw the ball short to set up them long ball plays. And if Cole Beasley is up here just continuing to dominate, and you guys also added Ryan Switzer, who I'm a fan of, and I think he's going to help you guys on special teams tremendously. Now, I know about the Lucky Whitehead situation, okay? But listen, honestly, he's going to get cut anyways. It's still a bad look for the Cowboys, though, because, you know, they didn't even wait. They just cut him just to try proving a point. What point is that? When you have reports coming out of other players, you're not cutting them right away. It was a bad look for the Cowboys, and good, I'm happy with the negative press they're getting, but let's be clear here. He wasn't going to be making the team. Tight ends, Jason Witten, Jeff Swan, and Rico Gathers. Jason Witten is still playing at a solid level. He's been on the decline recently, but still he's going to be able to help out with the run game and obviously be a safety net for Dak Prescott, who is still young. Now with this offense, it's obviously going to be a top 15 offense in the league. Top 10. What am I talking about? Ezekiel Elliott is going to help this team out tremendously. Dak Prescott is not a turnover-prone quarterback, which is what this winning team needs, especially when the defense is not up to par. Now, the offseason was not kind at all to the Dallas Cowboys. As we saw, J.J. Wilcox leave, Barry Church leave, Morris Claiborne leave, Brandon Carr leave, like everybody, man. I'm sorry. I'm just sorry, guys. Dak Crawford, Ronald Leary, we all know what happened. But listen here, the thing that terrifies me on this team is going to be the secondary. Now, the one safety that is going to be solid and is going to continue playing at a good level is Byron Jones. However, losing Barry Church, man, I don't know how, like, this is gonna suck. This is why I don't have you guys doing as great as you guys did last season, because your defense took a solid hit. Now, the cornerbacks, you already know you lost Claiborne and Carr. And guess who you guys picked up? The burnt toast Nolan Carroll from the Philadelphia Eagles. Orlando Scandrick, he's going to lead the team in sacks again. Chidobe Awuzie and Jordan Lewis. Two guys I was fond of coming out. Jordan Lewis was a complete steal. Chidobe Awuzie, he got picked at where he was supposed to get picked, but he's going to be a solid player. Now, the Cowboys went extremely smart in this draft, as they selected two good cornerbacks in a great cornerback class. You don't see that happening many times. When there is a great position in the draft, you gotta attack it, man. You don't know whether you'll get the next Patrick Peterson, Richard. You don't know. You gotta take your risks, and they got two solid cornerbacks. However, this is my point. They are rookies. They are not going to be Pro Bowlers their rookie season. They're gonna need some adjusting. They're going to get burnt a ton, but it comes with the experience. They'll get better, okay? Jordan Lewis, I don't see him getting burnt. Chidobe Awuzie, though, best believe he's going to give up like 3 touchdowns where it could have been prevented. Now, linebackers, Sean Lee, Anthony Hitchens, Jalen Smith, okay? Even Justin Durant, whatever. Listen, Sean Lee has the instincts. Anthony Hitchens, Justin Durant, solid linebackers. However, the one guy to keep an eye out for, the one guy who can change this defense completely, Jalen Smith. Jalen Smith is honestly a steal if he can actually come back and play healthy. We all know his ACL tear in the last game of his collegiate career. Very, very unfortunate. However, things are looking up according to the doctors. Hopefully he can come in. It sucks seeing players like Jalen Smith just find their way to Dallas and make this man Jerry Jones look phenomenal. Jerry Jones really should have been the owner for the Chargers. Instead, we're stuck with the retarded Spanos family. The defensive line, they're not really known for sacks, okay? We all know this. You guys did draft Taco Charlton, the defensive end out of Michigan. You guys still have Tyrone Crawford, DeMarcus Lawrence, Emily Collins. Cedric Thorne, if I'm not mistaken, is coming over from the Philadelphia Eagles. So bro, this defensive line battle is gonna be interesting. I want to see how this line shapes up come the regular season. But honestly, it's going to help out the linebackers, and it's gonna help out this man Orlando Scandrick build up on them stats. So all in all, you guys do have a great team. However, the defense, man, you can't really trust that secondary. Quarterbacks are gonna have their go at this secondary. Hopefully it does not get as bad as the Saints currently have it. Actually not. Let it happen, man. I want my fantasy points. But yeah, that is just how I see things playing out. We all know you guys play in a very difficult division in the NFC East. You guys also have to go up against the AFC West and the NFC West. So I mean, hey, things are going to be interesting this season. I do have you guys going 10-6, beating some great teams, losing to some great teams, losing to some teams, and beating a ton of the mediocre teams. So yeah guys, 10-6 is my current prediction for the Dallas Cowboys. And the one thing I want to see this team do is actually beat the New York Giants. Because as we know, man, you guys have your struggles against them, as well as you guys have the struggles against the Green Bay Packers. I can't watch to see the combination of 4-21 this season. So yeah guys, that has been the video. If you enjoyed the video at all, make sure to leave a like and most importantly subscribe. You've been watching Slump TV. Have a good one guys. Peace out.